Welcome to Servant of the Fates. We'll use tarot and oracle to deliver messages from your ancestors. Pick the card that sparks a memory in you. It has your answer. Guidelines below on how to do just that. Feel free to pause this video as you take your pick. As always, timestamps down below. And let's begin. If you chose winter, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You are meant to see it right now. So, what do your ancestors want you to know? Let's start with tarot. The 5 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Darling, your ancestors are looking down on you right now, and they know that both internally and externally things are not going perfectly, right? Internally, we have the 5 of Cups. This is about grief. This is about sorrow. This is about pain, sadness. This could come from different things. It will be different for all of you. For some, it's finances, right? Getting laid off your job, not having enough. For others, this is about love. Feeling like there's no one that's meant for you, right? Feeling desperate, feeling lonely. For others, this is about your family or your friendship situation. Something to do with self-esteem, with health, right? Whatever it is, internally, things are not going so well. The 5 of Cups, this is all about an insufficiency, right? This is about pain and agony. And then externally in your environment, things are not so great either. Look, the 10 of Wands. Do you see how crowded it is? This is about feeling burdened. Like there are so many things to do. And just the people around you, there's so much trauma as well outside of you. The people around you are fighting too, yelling. And it's just so noisy, both inside and outside. It's like there's no escape for you right now. When you're alone, there's sadness. When you're around people, there's a lot of busyness. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of drama. Right? So things are far from perfect right now. And your advice from your ancestors really is to keep going, to hold on. Sometimes you get advice like it's time to fight for yourself, right? It's time to tell them that this is wrong, or it's time to move on and walk away. Not this time around, darling. Your ancestors want you to know that this is the battle. These 2 battles are some things that you have to really fight right now, okay? It's not time to give up. It's not time to give in. It's time to just keep going. For now, this is what you have to do. Just keep doing what you're doing, right? Keep fighting your inner demons and keep dealing with this, enduring this noise, this chaos all around you. Why? Because you need to be a martyr or something? No. Because if you do, in 2 weeks, the 2 of Swords, this is the card of 2 weeks when it comes to timing. In just 2 weeks, if you can persevere, if you can show your patience and your inner strength, just in 2 weeks, 14 days, darling, within 2 weeks, help is coming. Do you see this cute person? The Page of Cups. He is the kindest, most generous of all of the pages. And look, there he is entering your life, right? Giving you his cup of emotions. Help, assistance, kindness, guidance, right? These are the things that will be offered to you by the universe, by the divine, if you just hold on for 2 more weeks, right? Try not to have any outbursts. Try not to have any emotional breakdowns. Just try to be the strongest that you can be. Whatever the situation is, right? Whether this is loneliness, whether this is chaos in your environment, whatever kind of environment we're talking about, your family, your home, your friends, right? Your colleagues, something at work, something more personal, whatever it is, darling, hold on, right? In the middle of your spread, this is a very strong message. Just hold on, because in 2 weeks, right? Exactly 2 weeks or even less, okay? Within 2 weeks, help is coming in the form of probably a water sign, okay? Very strongly, I'm hearing Pisces, but Cancer and Scorpio are also possible. So there's someone, maybe you already know them, maybe you haven't met them yet, or for most of you, it's going to be someone that you're not close to, but they've been in your environment for a very long time. like you know each other. You're more like acquaintances than friends, right? So whatever this is, it's up to you, darling. You're the one who knows. This is a general reading, so for some of you, it's going to be about romance, loneliness, singledom. For others, this is going to be about career, finances, jobs, right? For others, yet, it's going to be about health, right? Mental or physical, right? Whatever it is, you know what it is that's really bothering you right now, both within and without, internally and externally. And your advice is to hold on, because in 2 weeks, whatever that problem is, help is coming. Okay, if this is about loneliness, then someone is coming to offer you their love, asking you out on a date, right? Complimenting you, telling you how beautiful you are, how amazing you are, reminding you of your strengths and of your talents and of your value, of your worth, right? But for some of you, if this is about finances, then this is someone giving you a job offer. Whatever it is, look at it, darling. It's beautiful, and it's being given to you wholeheartedly. So your ancestors want you to hold on. This is not the time to lose your cool, right? This is not the time to give up, the time to rest. No. These 2 weeks ahead, darling, it's time to fight, to keep going, because help is coming, right? And then everything is going to get better from then on. Look at how beautiful this card is. Do you sense the atmosphere of this card? It's so soft and gentle and loving and caring and helpful. This is what's coming, darling. I mean, look at how it lands on your spread, right? It's so busy. Day-to-day problems, minor arcana are about day-to-day problems that just build up and really hurt and annoy you. And then someone comes in, right? Someone beautiful and cute and lovely and kind, helping you deal with all of it. So that is your message from your ancestors, darling. This is not the time to surrender. This is the time to keep going. And just in 14 days, things are going to get so much better. Let's see what your oracles have to add to this. We have happiness. How beautiful. So this person, darling, that's going to help you. They're not just going to give you relief. They're not just going to give you a break or some rest, right? Or some comfort. They're actually going to give you joy and happiness. What did I say? The atmosphere, right? It's so beautiful. It's so light and gentle. Darling, in 2 weeks, if you keep going, if and only if, right? Then happiness is coming. I love it. Your last oracle is reciprocity. Nice. Now, I'm hearing this card more strongly. In your life, in your day-to-day life, in your environment, you are doing your best, right? I mean, you are dealing with your own problems and still, you're fulfilling all of your tasks, all of your duties, but it's like nobody notices. They're just bothering themselves with their own issues and drama, and it's like no one appreciates you. But once this person comes, things are just going to be so much lighter, and you are going to feel appreciated and seen and reciprocated, darling. This is something that's very balanced, very harmonious, and just very light and strong at the same time. In other words, you're just going to feel very happy again, right? There's going to be balance in your life. Reciprocity is all about balance, feeling seen and appreciated, right? So things are going to get so much better in 2 weeks. That's so soon, but your ancestors are giving you a challenge. You have to hold on. You cannot lose your cool. You cannot break down. You cannot give up, right? In this time, in this period, even though both within and without, internally and externally, things are difficult, you have to keep fighting. Because if you do, in just 2 weeks, help is coming, and so is happiness. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose spring, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You are meant to see it right now. So, what do your ancestors want you to know? Let's start with tarot. The Hanged Man, the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the King of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Darling, there's good news and there's bad news. Let's start off with the bad news. Your ancestors are kind of agitated right now. They're annoyed and disappointed in you, frankly. The good news is the reason they're like that is because the solution to your problem is right in front of you, but it's like you can't see it or you just don't want to see it, right? This is where you are right now, darling. They're looking down on you and they're seeing that you are trapped someplace, right? The Hanged Man. I mean, it's quite literal. You're feeling trapped right now. You know, you're hanging on this rope and you can't move, and it's because you know that you're somewhere wrong. Okay, this could be a relationship. You're in an abusive relationship. Or this could be a work environment that you know is not right for you. Or for some of you, this is something more internal, more personal. It's just your state of mind. You're trapped in your own fears. This is your situation right now. And your ancestors are telling you that the solution is right beside you. It's right in front of you. I mean, here you are suffering, right? And this is the sword, right? That you can cut that rope with, right? It's as easy as that. There's a new beginning, the Ace of Swords. This is a clear new beginning. A new beginning with a lot of clarity and a lot of light, right? And a lot of certainty. And you can do it, but the only thing you have to do is cut that rope. Get away from this trapped hangman energy, and you're the only one who can do it. And the weapon is there, right in front of you. It's beside you, darling. So your ancestors are kind of agitated and annoyed. How come you don't want to do it? It's like, what's stopping you? Why are you so afraid? You know what the solution is. You have to cut this rope off, right? You have to cut away these ties that bind you. And it's like, you're so scared to do it, or you're too bored to do it, or you just can't see that the weapon is right there for the taking. So they're kind of agitated. That's the negative side. But the good side is it's because the solution is actually so easy, right? You can't see it right now, or you don't want to see it right now. You don't want to admit it, but it's there. So ultimately, it's a great reading. It's good news, because the solution to your problem, darling, why you feel trapped, it's there. Once you're ready, whenever you feel like, brave enough to do it, then it's there, right? You have the weapon. This new beginning is there for the taking. You just have to cut these ropes, right? These ties that bind you. And then, this advice is sounding like a command because they're kind of agitated, but really they want you to walk away. It's like step 1, step 2, right? Here you are right now, darling. It's quite literal. You're tied up, right? So what do? You cut off the ropes and then you walk away. You move on, right? Once you're no longer tied, then you just keep going. You move on, right? The 8 of Cups. This is the card of walking away. Step 3, what do they want you to do? They want you to offer your love, your emotions, your services to someone else, to something else again. You know what this is, right? This is a general reading, so it's going to be different for some of you. For others, this is about romance. You're tied to an abusive relationship. For others, it's a relationship but not romantic, right? This could be your home situation. You're staying in a place where your sister or your mother or your dad, they don't want you there. And they're kind of controlling you, and they're kind of, yelling at you all the time and making you feel small. Right? This could be, a job situation where your boss, your manager, your colleagues are making you feel bad about yourself, underappreciating you, right? Undervaluing you. Whatever it is, this is the thing that you have to offer to someone else, darling. So if it's love, give it to someone else, right? Find someone else to give your love to, someone who will appreciate you, someone who knows your worth, someone who will not hurt you, right? If this is love but not romantic, then make your own family, right? If your family is not treating you well, not accepting you for who you are, your religious path, right, your sexuality, your identity, then make your own family. Find friends who will accept you, who will love you for who you are. So whatever this hanged man situation is, darling, this is step 3 of what you have to do, right? Cut out that rope, cut it away, walk away, and then offer it to someone else. Who exactly? This is your clue. Your ancestors want you to offer it to someone very earthy. Okay, very strongly I'm hearing Taurus, because this is the card of Taurus, but I'm also hearing that for some of you, Capricorn and Virgo are applicable too. So earth sign either way. Right? Someone very stable, very practical, right? They're kind of quiet, right? Not so loud, like their vibes when they come in, their ambience, their atmosphere, their aura, it's not so loud. It's like, it's calm, it's quiet, but also it's confident, right? This is the kind of person that your ancestors are advising you to offer your cup to. I mean, look, this is you, right? Giving your emotions, if this is a relationship, your services, if this is about a job, right? But either way, your efforts and your thoughts, they want you to walk away from all of this negativity, this feeling imprisoned and trapped, and offer it to someone else who's more earthy, right? And look, this is Scorpio's card. This is water energy, right? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and then this is earth energy. And water and earth go perfectly well together. Really, they more than just tolerate each other. They're so harmonious together. And your ancestors want you to know that you deserve someone like that. Someone who's going to sing harmony to your tunes, right? Someone who's going to sing a song with you and dance with you. And someone who's just going to get you. Someone who's not going to hurt and abuse you. Someone who understands you and knows your value. So darling, it's very clear. It's like 1, 2, 3, right? This is where you are right now. You're scared. You don't know what to do. You feel like you're trapped and imprisoned, and your ancestors are like, it's like they're watching a movie of your life and they're like, are you kidding me? The weapon is right there. They're like, just cut it out. Just cut it off. Cut it away, right? Cut the ties that bind you. Walk away from there. Get out of that situation. Get out of that relationship and offer your cup to someone else who most likely a Taurus, right? Or Virgo and Capricorn are possible too. So that is your message from your ancestors. These are, of course, advice. It's up to you what you're going to do with your life, free will and all, but it's sounding like a command because they're kind of agitated right now and feeling kind of disappointed in you right now. So there you go, darling. I'm just giving it to you straight. Let's see what your oracles have to add to this. We have wisdom. You have to find, darling, your ancestors are telling you that you have to find your own inner wisdom right now. Right now, you're kind of being childish, they're saying, I'm hearing, in the way that you rationalize this being trapped, this bad relationship or this bad situation. You're kind of being childish and escapist right now in the way that you deal with it. And they're saying you have it in you. Okay, that's why they're agitated and annoyed, darling. Not because they think you're dumb or weak, but they know that you're wise. They know that you're strong, but you're not seeing it right now. And that's why they're kind of, they're kind of really disappointed right now. Your last oracle is ancestors. So this is just reiterating everything that I've been telling you, darling. All of this 1, 2, 3 step, all of this, advice that's sounding like a command right now because it's so strong. This isn't out of fear. This isn't out of, hate or anything negative like that. This is the wisdom of your ancestors being offered to you, right? This walking away and going someplace new and, grabbing this opportunity for a clear new beginning. This is their wisdom. This is their pure love and care for you. And it's up to you if you want to take it. But they want you to know that it's coming from a really good place, right? And they have your good intentions. They have good intentions for you. Nothing but good intentions for you. But, it's just sounding really strong right now. But yeah, this is the wisdom of your ancestors. And they know that you have your own wisdom. And you just really have to tap into that right now and find your own inner strength to walk away and to offer your love or your services or your efforts and energy someplace else or to someone else. And everything is going to be reciprocated. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose summer, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You are meant to see it right now. So, what do your ancestors want you to know? Let's start with tarot. The 3 of Wands, the High Priestess, the 2 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Darling, this is very interesting. From now, literally now, maybe you already have it, or 3 days from now, okay? So very soon, you're going to receive a very flashy, luscious, seductive offer, okay? This could be an offer of love or a job offer, right? Whatever it is, darling, it's a chance, right? It's a choice. It's an opportunity for something really thrilling and exciting. But your ancestors want you to turn it down. Do you see? This is your higher self is represented by the High Priestess. They want you to look away from it, darling, and look towards what? The 2 of Pentacles, okay? This is an offer that's going to come to you in about 2 weeks from now. This is something you already have right now, or it's going to come 3 days from now. This you're going to have to wait about 2 weeks for this to manifest in your life. And this is the one that you should choose over this. Now, if you compare them, this is 3 and this is 2. So it's like common sense, right? This should be better. 3 is bigger than 2, right? So why not? Because, darling, this suit of pentacles, even though it's just 2, this is stable, reliable, enduring energy. And the suit of wands, this is fleeting energy. This comes and goes. This is something quick. This isn't something long lasting, right? So even though this is 3 and this is 2, your ancestors are just really adamant that you look towards this instead, that you wait for it, right? This is the one that you should choose. That is your advice from your ancestors, darling. Right? This is what they want you to do, to be patient, to resist temptation, because something better is coming. Okay? And this is so wonderful. If you do go with this is where it will lead you. The 6 of Wands. Darling, this is victory. This is success. This is triumph. And look, it is double. Your first offer, 3 becomes 6, right? So even though this looks kind of boring right now, right? This is eventually the one that's going to give you a lot of happiness. Now, what is this exactly? We could be talking about a suitor. We could be talking about a guy or a girl, right? Someone who's always flirting with you, asking you out on a date, but you know that he or she is actually a player. You know that you can trust them, even though they're so attractive and so sweet. You know that it's, all just a show, right? You know that it's fake. You know that they're pretending. You know that you can trust them. Then this person, they're not so attractive. They're not so ostentatious in the way that they flirt with you, but they are someone that you can trust, okay? I'm not saying they're ugly or anything like that, but, if you compare them, this is someone who wears designer clothes, and this is someone, who's just like white dress, jeans, something like that, right? They're simpler as a person, right? And the way that they style their hair and the way that, they wear clothes and, their shoes and everything about them, their accessories, this person is going to be flashier. They're going to be more tempting and seductive. But this one, they're also beautiful, they're also handsome, but they're quite simple and down to earth in the way that they present themselves. If we're talking about a job, then this is like working for a global corporation, a multinational company. But, it's like a 2-month contract or it's freelancing, something like that. This, however, it's working for a local company. This is, something small, right? A startup. But they're going to give you like a 3-year contract with a lot of great, medical insurance and other benefits, right? So do you see the difference? This is flashier, this is more tempting, but this is basically the one that your ancestors want you to take, okay? Because it will ultimately give you triumph, success, and victory. It will give you a lot, darling. Your last card is the Queen of Cups. She is the most giving, the most generous, the kindest of all the queens, right? So it's going to give you so much more than you imagine, right? I mean, double that. This is 3 and this is 6. So if you just, if you just have enough patience to wait for this and to see that the best version of yourself is choosing this, right? Then you're just going to get a lot, darling. Right? External and internal happinesses and successes are about to come to you if you make the right choice. I am also seeing a person very strongly. This is minor arcana Cancer, right? The card of Cancer, and then the High Priestess. This is the card of the Moon, which rules Cancer. So Cancer is your clue, darling. Right? If this is a person that we're talking about, this 2 of Pentacles, then they're probably a Cancer, Sun or Rising, right? If this is a job, then the HR person is going to contact you, or, your future manager or your colleagues, right? Your supervisor, they are going to be, very nurturing and healing and caring, just exuding Cancer energy. Let's see what your oracles have to add to this. Sacrifice. Very, very fitting, right? You have to sacrifice this, darling. Your ancestors want you to look past this, sacrifice this flashy thing, right? This flashy relationship, this trophy wife or husband, or whatever this company is, right? This person, relationship, or situation, you have to sacrifice it, right? Because something better is coming for you. Your last oracle is strategy. I love it. Your reading is just, echoing each other so strongly. Your tarot and your oracles, darling. This is strategizing, right? You don't take the first offer because something better is coming, right? So this is strategy. You have to sacrifice first, and then you're going to gain something bigger, something much more fascinating and wonderful, right? This is what you have to do. That is your clue. That is your message from your ancestors, right? And what did we say? It probably most likely involves a Cancer person. Water sign energy, very motherly, nurturing, loving, healing, and caring. So I hope you find the strength, darling, to make the sacrifice, to listen to the advice of your ancestors, and choose something that will give you a lot of happiness and victory in the future. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose autumn, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You are meant to see it right now. So, what do your ancestors want you to know? Let's start with tarot. Strength. The Devil. The Ten of Swords. Death. And the Star. Darling, this sounds like an epic film. It's like a quest, darling. Your ancestors are sending you on a quest. Right now, there is this devil energy in your environment, darling. Right? This is them lording over you, being very meek, right? Just taking the abuse, right? The pain that this person is dishing out. This could be an abusive relationship that we're talking about. It doesn't have to be romantic. Maybe it's the people that you live with, like quote unquote friends and family, right? Or this could be in your work environment, your colleagues, your manager. The way they're treating you, it's just very negative, right? Very malicious. And right now, there you are, very meekly, just taking it, right? It's like you're just enduring it. You think that this is a part of life and this is how you grow. Well, darling, your ancestors want you to know that that is wrong. It's time to fight back. Look at this. This is like a pictograph. This is like a comic strip, darling. This is you, right? Unleashing your inner strength towards this enemy, right? Strength. This is you fighting back, right? Standing up for yourself against this devil energy around you. Now, the devil, this is the card of Capricorn, so maybe we're talking about a Capricorn in your life, right? But either way, darling, your ancestors want you to fight back. It's time to fight back, right? This is you unleashing your power against this person. It's time to fight, right? No more of this energy. See, very meek, very humble, very gentle. No, it's time to fight back, right? And once you do, it's going to end. The Ten of Swords. Sometimes people who are being bullied, they're scared that if they fight back, then, their abuser is just going to double in strength and cruelty and malice, right? That is not the case with you, darling. Okay? Now, this person, they could be someone who's actually really scared deep down, right? They're actually a coward, and the moment you fight back, they're going to realize that, oh my gosh, they can't mess with you, right? You're someone so much stronger and wiser than they imagine, and they're just going to back down. The Ten of Swords, right? This is like the full stop, the period, the ending to your suffering. The moment they see you fighting back, darling, they're gonna back down, right? This is a guarantee. This is your advice, your message, your revelation from your ancestors. And look, it's followed by death. Minor Arcana death, basically, is what the Ten of Swords is. And then death is, of course, Major Arcana ending. So there you have it, darling. The moment you fight back, you really show your full strength, darling, right? You really stand up against this person, right? Tell them that they're wrong. Tell them that you won't be treated this way anymore, right? Tell them that you're going to walk out, you're going to walk away, you're going to leave them, or you know that there's someone or someplace that deserves you so much better than they do. The moment that you stand up for yourself, darling, ending twice, right? So this is what's going to happen. The abuse will stop, the pain, right? Everything will stop, darling. The agony, the ordeal, it's over the moment you stand up for yourself. Right? Maybe in the past it wasn't the right time, right? There's the perfect time for everything. Maybe you really had to endure this in the past. Maybe you had to, I don't know, grow as a person or evolve. But whatever it is, darling, we're not talking about the past, we're talking about the present. And in the present, your ancestors are telling you that it's time to fight back, okay? Then it's going to end, right? It's going to end. The abuse, the pain, the agony. It will all be over the moment you stand up for yourself, and life will transform as a whole. Death, it's about transformation. So enough of this abuse, enough of all of this negativity. Everything will transform. Everything will just be so much better and amazing. And finally, you will be able to reap the rewards of all of that. You will be awarded for your strength, darling. You will be able to reach for your dreams, the star. Right? It's like this devil person, right? Not just them, but your reaction to them, your humility and your gentleness and your meekness as a response to this person. It's like they're the fence that's separating you from your dreams, right? From growing, from achieving something, from being someone, from reaping your rewards. And the moment you stand up to them, suddenly all of the pain ends, and then the fence falls down and you're able to reach for your dreams, darling, right? The star. This is a wish come true, right? So once this negativity is over, once you end it, no one else but you can end it, right? After you do, then look how beautiful. This is what's coming for you, darling. And your ancestors want to reassure you that you have the strength to do it. Why? Not only do we have the card called Strength, but you also have 3 fixed signs in your spread, right? This is fixed fire, Leo. This is fixed water, Scorpio. And this is fixed air, Aquarius. Fixed signs are all about strength and stability, darling, right? Having the strength to persevere, to endure. So your ancestors want you to know that even though they're asking you to do this big thing, standing up for yourself, fighting, they know that you have it in you. Okay, it's not like something that, that's really out of character. They know that deep down, this is something that you can do. You have the potential to do this, to fight for your rights, to fight for peace and harmony, right? And the reward is here, darling. Right? It's right there for the taking. But first, you have to fight for it. Let's see what your oracles have to add to this. We have connection. See, darling, what did I say? Right? This abuse and your response to it. It's like a fence between you and your dreams. So everything's connected. But this is you right now. Even though you're feeling weak, your eyes are still open. You're still alive. You can still stand up and fight. Right? That is what your ancestors want you to know. Your last oracle is beauty. I love it. Your last card here and here, they're mirroring each other. I mean, look at the gesture, right? Look at their hands, darling. Look at their faces, right? It's so similar. Once you fight for this, darling, you're just going to receive something so beautiful. You will be able to reach for your dreams, right? Beauty is coming for you. Right? A wish come true is what's on the horizon for you if you just stand up for yourself and fight. And remember, your ancestors know that you can do this, right? Strength and 3 fixed sign energies, right? So, darling, there you go. This is your cue. This is your go signal, right? It's time to stand up to this devil and end his tyranny, right? This tyranny, this pain, this agony, no more. Okay, it's time to end and transform it and finally reach for your dreams and enjoy this beauty in your life. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.